Tyler, the Creator's latest Mindbender has been out for a while now, and it has left music lovers more divided than the Saint Chroma hairstyle. Tyler, as Saint Chroma, spends the album conducting his lives, dimming it when acknowledging mistakes, and lighting it up when it's time to remind you that he can topple Drake in the big three, both in terms of rap and being sus.
If we just pull it down.
Chromakopia. He wastes no time getting his big boy general suit on the opening track, Saint Chroma, with his mother as the voice that guides us throughout the album. The last time someone voiced the Tyler album was on Ego, and it didn't end very well. Let's just say Gerard Carmichael shouldn't have asked Tyler out on national television. Everybody knows that Tyler is allergic to sentiment, and here Gerard is giving him a full plate of that.
Gonna finish that? Oh, I wasn't implying I wanted it. I'm big straight.
No wonder Tyler's only reaction was standing up to fart.
Okay. This is gonna be a fart in like 30 seconds.
Sometimes you gotta open a window.
The last time we saw Saint Chroma was in the Sorry Not Sorry music video, where he was welcoming his personas into a theater only to murder them and rip that Russian Ushanka hat off of Sir Baudelaire like America would if the Soviet Union were to return. Anyways, he wastes no time getting into the album, where we are greeted by military stomps and Tyler whisper rapping as if he's saying, "Listen close, I wanna tell you something. I just fucked your bitch and it tasted nice." The whisper, in my opinion, sounds like he was still building the courage to get into the lore of the album. That, with Daniel Caesar's angelic vocals asking, "Can you feel the fire inside? Can you feel the fire?" And then out of nowhere we have a synth speeding up its frequency like a kettle that's about to pop some water off, making it feel like we're traveling through space and time and entering Tyler's psyche. Chromakopia. Ratata was teased in the Vinyl promotional video. That promotional video felt like I was watching hidden camera footage of this deep-rooted African soldier who just discovered music and then starts having an orgasm every time he hears a synth. I mean, it's part art, part troll, and fully Tyler. The track sets the tone for the more chaotic side of the album, featuring Tyler's aggressive rapping style and the production following suit like an entourage of Jehovah's Witnesses coming to your door to preach the gospel. Come in. Good morning, my brother in Christ. We are Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm sorry, you guys know that this is like the 7th time you come into my house today? Did Jesus ask how many times he was whipped? I mean... The seamless transition of Ratata and NOID fly over people's heads. NOID is an anthem for anyone who's ever been suspicious of their Uber driver. It's basically Tyler expressing his uneasiness with a subculture of fans that have parasocial attachments to him.
LA is like, yo, let me get a photo. And I'm like, nah, I'm just eating right now. No, please, let me get a photo. Nah, just one. Bro, no. A selfie? And then I'm like, okay, you have to be fucking dumb. Right. A selfie is a photo.
You can't change the word.
I said no 3 times.
Someone's keeping watch. I feel them on my shoulder. The production gives off this sneaky, crawling vibe as if the music itself is trying to hide, giving it a more horrific atmosphere. Those skittery drums and that bass line that was borrowed by a Zambian rock band. The way the camera pans into a Glock in the music video is just cinematic genius. Darling I featuring Tizo Touchdown is so ego-coded. It starts off with his mother telling him to be honest about his feelings. It's both a love letter and a side-eye, underscored by his feelings about romance and commitment. Instead of him falling head over heels like Ego would, he's grown a little bit of an ego, no pun intended, and a bit of some self-respect. Darling, I keep falling in love. And again, the production complements his melodies with a funky bass line that stops things from being too mushy and too serious. You can also hear some clicks borrowed from Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot. Chromakopia. Hey Jane is arguably one of the darkest songs on the album. In the song, Tyler talks to his partner about that unexpected pregnancy. At first, Tyler expresses the positives behind keeping the baby, and then gets darker when he expresses how he's so reckless and how he's not in the right space to raise a child. The next verse is just Tyler rapping in the perspective of his woman, saying that she can do it all on her own, just like any other independent black woman. But then the song ends with a tragic ending when his partner ends up terminating the baby. Hey Jane is an actual company based in New York City that provides medical services for women that have had unexpected pregnancies. The next song is called I Killed You, and it shows us exactly what they ended up doing. Chromakopia. Judge Judy is about how he likes this girl and ends up pursuing her until she stopped talking and wrote a letter to him. The letter which basically said that she's passed away due to a health condition that she never told him about. Yeah, sexy. Sticky is such a friendship-oriented song. Basically what it would be like to be in a classroom with your friends and then somebody just starts playing with the table, making a beat. And then all your friends are like freestyling in unison, giving each other turns. Better get 'em up, it's getting sticky in this bitch. Better get 'em up, it's getting sticky in this bitch. And that explains why it's one of the songs that has the most features on it. Features from Lil Wayne, Glorilla, and Sexy Red expressing their success and how no one can bring them down. Tyler also wasn't too serious with the instrumental. He wanted to make it sound authentic. The better get 'em up, it's getting sticky in this bitch is a funny way of saying like things could get messy, but then they're ready for it. Chromakopia. A lot of people have come with this theory that Take Your Mask Off is a Drake diss. I think it's ridiculous because this is Tyler literally dissing himself. It follows a pattern of exposing the masks that people wear to hide their true thoughts and feelings. From a thug not wanting to be one, to a preacher of a church hiding his queerness, to a single mom exhausted from being one, eventually turning to Tyler himself and revealing some of his personal issues. Chromakopia. Tyler is known for always making the 10th track of his album like a two-part song. However, this time he made it only a perk for people who actually bought the vinyl. The intro of his mother's voice is her speaking to Tyler saying she expects a grandchild from him. Hearing this message, Tyler thinks about what his mother says and doesn't know whether he should put his music aside and focus on family or whether he should double down on his music and continue to procrastinate the idea. Chromakopia. The track Thought I Was Dead sees Tyler point out the presence of culture vultures in hip-hop, doubling down on previous comments specifically about the ones he made about Ian, like him. His mother's words emphasize that despite growing without a father, Tyler still inherited a part of his identity. This makes the track very personal and relatable to others that have grown up without a father and has them asking themselves what life could have been if they actually had a father around. Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. Do I look like him? Like him? Chromakopia. This track featuring Doechii sees Tyler reflecting on his success, ambition, and unique perspectives in life. He reflects on his strong work ethic and the desire for options with him, expressing a dislike for small talk and superficiality. I Hope You Find Your Way Home continues the concept of Hey Jane and how he isn't ready to have a child yet, and ends with his mother saying that she is proud of him and that he should keep shining no matter what. Honestly, no better way to end the album. It looks like we've reached the end of overanalyzing Tyler's version of Mr. Morale. I'm your Renaissance man, Saint Hillary-ous, and I make fun of pop culture because therapy is too expensive. I hope you find your way to the subscribe button. Thank you.